tell y'all that just to get you to a mindset of life. The same people that love you now will turn around later and they will hate you later. When that man looked at, these are the same people I help. These are the same people who I love. He said, man, they gave me hate for my love. But in the days when his temptation came and he was really being tried and tested, he offered up prayers and supplication. To him, he knew that could save him. Listen.
And tears unto him that was able to save him from death.
Had the ability. Didn't say he saved him from death, because it'll be lying. Ability. At least he called on somebody who could do something for him. Nobody can do nothing for you. If he set himself against you, nobody. It don't make sense. Why was he going to cry to them? Please tell me that, please. I harden their heart that they put you up there. So why would you go to them? See, you know what our problem is? Why you keep going to these people when I'm the one that let these people afflict you? I let them afflict you so you will call on me. See, when people think they learned, they really hadn't learned. But you're going to go back and talk to your boss now. I think if I go back, if I go to him right, I think if I go to the prisoner guard right or go to the judge right, in the days of hip, why he ain't said, if I can get one more time, if I could talk to Pilate, I know I could convince him. If I could talk to the chief, the Rosh Kohan, if I could just me and him talk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes man to man. No. In the days of his flesh, he offered a supplication and strong tears to Yahuwah, who had the ability to save him. You know what we mess up him? Everybody him. We have given all these people more homage, and we give these people more solid than we believe in Yahuwah. They ain't who he called them. They might have put him on the tooth, nether, but I'm the one that hardened their heart to do it. Any situation you got, any sickness, any problem, any sorrow, any affliction, any finance problem, any car law, whatever you got, ain't one person can fix it. And you'll be a fool to talk to anybody before you go to him. You'll be a fool. You'll be a fool. And we've all been, how many of y'all been guilty of it? We miss so much. Everybody trying to find something magical he did. All his stuff was obedience. Wasn't no magic. It was all obedience. That's all the man had was obedience. That's what gave him his power. That's what gave him his reservation. That's what gave him his status. Obedience. What's going to give you your status? What's going to give you your healing? What's going to give you your consolation? Obedience. But you can't obey nothing you don't know and nothing you believe. You got to believe. This is what happened.
And was heard.
What happened?
And was heard.
He told you that while other people say he wouldn't hear him. He told you, I already knew. Listen why he knew.
In that he feared.
That's what kept him in line. That's what kept him on protocol. You've been leaving protocol. Why? No fear. No fear. No fear. That's what he tried to teach us about Alahym. If I be a ruler, where's my fear? If I be an arbor, where's my honor? See, he tried to tell you he wasn't trying to honor himself. He said, if I honor myself, my honor ain't true. I'm trying to honor the one that sent me. See, a lot of stuff we've been doing, including me, a lot of it is that flesh get in the way, and we got to get that honor. We got to learn how to suppress that by coming back, looking at the double ring. Because a lot of stuff that hurt us, we miss it. Because you don't smoke and drink and you ain't told a lie in 20, 30 minutes, don't mean there's not some more issues that affect us. But see, we wouldn't know it if we didn't see the double ring. Because when something happens, how many of us are guilty at looking at going to the people that affect us versus going to him? Looking for the people that put us in a situation to change versus looking at him that changed them. You see how we missed it? And that in itself had been a weight. How we been guilty of not realizing that whatever answer that comes, it's by his command. That's just the devil. That's just Yahuwah. Because it teaches us. Shaul said, I've learned that in whatsoever state I'm in. Everybody be content. If you full, you content. If you don't have enough to drink, you content. What if you ain't ate? You content? No, I ain't content. I'm hungry. I need to teach you that. I need to teach you. You got to learn. I got to put you in this state where you'll learn to appreciate this state. See, he will put in a situation that when he will put on the tube, he's seen similar. Ain't the first time people done took him up. Oh, my goodness. Y'all got some time? Matayahu. Matayahu 4:1. Then you'll get me Matayahu. $27. I gotta work this out now. Y'all work with me. And get me. Order y'all. Give me Matayahu. Matayahu. Listen, Matayahu 4:1. Listen.
Then was Yahusha led up of the Ruach into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 yamim and 40 nights.
Hold what you got while you on Tahalim. I still want that. Tahalim. See this. Let me see what I want. We'll work it out. Listen.
And when he had fasted 40 yamim and 40 nights.
What happened?
He was afterward and hungered.
Well, listen what happened.
And when the tempter came to him, he said,
when the deceiver came to him,
if thou be the Ben of Alahym,
do what?
Command that these stones be made bread.
Listen.
But he answered and said, it is written, ye shall not live by bread alone, but by every dabar that proceedeth out of the mouth of Alahym.
Why you got that? Now, jump over right quick. See that Alahym dabarim. See if it's 7 and 1 right quick. Let me see something. We'll come back. Listen.
When Yahuwah, thy Alahym, shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it,
come on,
and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
8 and 1. Sorry about that. 8 and 1. Will come to my mind too. You know, listen.
All the commandments which I command thee this yom.
Y'all hear that? All the commandments which I command you this yom.
Shall ye observe to do.
See that? Shall you observe to do? You know what the problem come in with us? What did you hear? Huh? Some. Or just commandment? I said all of them. Observe all of them. Because see, your enemy come. When he coming at you every which way. I need you to observe all of them. See, when we read this, as you'll pay attention, this one the only problem he's going to come at him for. So everything he done heard, make sure you observe all of it. See, observe it, make sure you keep all of it, because that's how your enemy coming. See, when he came and he didn't turn the bread, did he leave? I got a couple more things I want to try y'all, since you're so saved. See, what kept him from falling and what kept him from being volatile was the fact that observe all of them. Y'all hear me? Make sure you keep all of them. The person that's coming for you, you do know they're going to attack you on everything he done told you. People study just to see where they're going to get you to fall on his stuff. And you know what a lot of mess up? We got specifics that we keep. And that's what we're going to mess up. Just like he told them when they come down there, these people talking about not paying tithe, you ain't got to pay. All this stuff is stupidity. He told them, warning them destruction, because you paid tithe, a mint, anise, and cumin. But he said you did something else. You omitted. You did not keep more heavier, more strenuous things you should have been keeping, like judgment, mercy, and peace. These you should have been doing. And not. Makes no sense I told you stop paying tithe. I just told you make sure you observe all of them. Made no sense. I told you make sure you observe all of them. And he came in and confirmed them that they still need to pay tithe. He said, you still need to pay your tithe. That's what he told them. Now, I'm going to do it. Now, I could be wrong if that scripture is actually written the way it's supposed to. And I'll take that. But if it's written right, I'm going to do like I've been doing. I'm going to pay my tithe. And I'm going to keep judgment, mercy, and peace. Listen.
That you may live and multiply.
So that you may live and multiply. Listen.
And go in and possess the land which Yahuwah sware unto your Abba.
Listen.
And thou shalt remember all the way which Yahuwah thy Alahym led thee these 40 years in the wilderness.
Listen what happened.
To humble thee.
To do what?
To humble thee.
To humble thee. For what reason?
And to prove thee.
And to prove you.
To know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no.
Listen to this. Tell them what happened.
And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee.
I made you go hungry. And did what?
And fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not.
Listen.
Neither did thy Abba know, that he might make thee know that each does not live by bread only,
but
by every debar that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahuwah doth each live.
He just jumped up and just told him, no, he won't eat. No. I've been taught. I believe what I've been taught from the law. I believe it. The only reason why I said in these 40 days, I said in these wilderness, which was the equivalent to the 40 years they said, and didn't eat, because he was trying to show me something. It'll humble me. It's stricken me down. Just so I'll know you should have died, but I kept you alive. Just to show you that what a man had ain't what's keeping him alive. See, your enemy going to come in, they're going to use food. You know where y'all mess up at? Daoud already talked about you guys. Let your table. Why you think I gave him the law? You can't eat everything these people give you. I try to, y'all always trying to get around ghetto stuff. He showed you something. He was trying to teach you something. Let their table be a snare and a trap. He believed enough, they didn't need it. It's a trap. A lot of y'all do stuff you don't even realize. Some stuff a trap. He was already taught, and he wanted to show what's in his heart. You might say what that does. Listen, with fasting, and that's amazing. Detox comes in to be a form of fasting. You know what they looking why they detox you? Trying to get stuff out of you. The way to get stuff out of his heart was to go through by his stomach. Because when you go in the 3rd chapter of the book of Philippians, it clearly told whose God was their what? So if you went against what I just told you, you just showed me who ruled. So I need to humble you. I need to break you down so I can show you what's in your heart. He was already making preparations at the 27th chapter of the book of Matthew, 27 and 30. A lot of times we don't know why he takes stuff and why he's stricken up. All I'm trying to do is humble you so I can show you what's in your heart. Y'all know how many people serving that man because of what they got? It ain't hard to serve that man with no job. If you got a job, cars, finance, you can serve him better by our account. He said, I think you serve me better if you didn't have no car, if you didn't have no job, if you didn't have no house, if you didn't have no kids, if your health was depleted. I say you could serve me better. By our estimate, we'll say how we can serve him. He already got people to do that. Who couldn't do it? Satan ain't on that. Who cannot serve him better if Satan ain't bothered? Everybody can serve better if the devil ain't bothered. If they ain't got no outside influence, everybody can serve better. I say you can serve me better with that influence coming at your standing. So I can prove, I can show. That's how you know you're standing. When the Mathetes came back, they was rejoicing. Who remember why? They say even the devil was subject to him. But he let them know, I held them back. You didn't do nothing. I held them back. He said, I want you to rejoice because your name written on high. See, the stuff that we try to work to get glory for, it ain't yours. It's not yours. I kept them back. We got to show that you can still stand. Y'all hear me? Come on. Man, I'm a pastor. It ain't hard to put, it won't be everywhere. It ain't hard to put no woman in back, you know, pastor. How many of y'all look at me as a father figure or look at somebody you can trust, the women? Put your hand down, guy. Well, that ain't going to happen. That's going to be hard. I ain't going to lie. That's going to be hard. Talking about the women. Women, I mean, preachers use, that's how they get women on their back. Use it look like God is in it and God is leading. It takes some when you standing. Everybody giving in. Everybody giving up. It takes some when you standing. That showed me his ability. Show me what you can do when I trust in him. I tell you. Come on. 27:30. Listen.
And they spit upon him and took the reed and smote him on the head.
Yeah.
And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him and put his own raiment on him.
Yeah.
And led him away to crucify him.
Yeah.
And as they came out, they found an Ish of
Back me
Sarim.
up. Give me 29. I think that's what I want. Listen.
And when they had platted a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him and mocked him, saying, Hail, Malak of the Yahudim. And they spit upon him and took the reed and smote him on the
You
head.
talking about they gave him the cup, didn't it? Keep what am I? Did I go down far enough? Go back up? They ain't went down far enough. Say what? Keep reading.
And after that they had mocked him, they took the robe off from him and put his own raiment on him and led him away to crucify him.
Listen.
And as they came out, they found an Ish of Cyrene, Simon by name. Him they compelled to bear his cross.
Come on.
And when they were come unto a place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull,
Yeah.
they gave him vinegar to drink, mingled with gall.
And what happened?
And when he had tasted thereof,
Tell him what happened.
he would not drink.
At the Alahym 68:19. Listen.
Baruch be Yahuwah, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the Alahym of our salvation, Selah. He that is our Alahym is the Alahym of salvation.
See if it's 69.
Thou hast known my reproach and my shame
Yeah.
and my dishonor.
Yeah.
Mine adversaries are all before thee.
What happened?
Reproach hath broken my heart,
We talked about that before. Reproach had broken my heart.
and I am full of heaviness.
Yeah.
And I looked for some to take pity,
And who you found?
but there was none.
Same thing I tell y'all. Listen.
And for comforters,
And what happened?
but I found none.
And couldn't find none. You looking for people to comfort you. What else happened, son?
They gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink.
So now he just told you two things happened to him. This is why he was taught concerning fasting. Because it was going to come a day that these people were going to try to poison him in his food. So he hadn't learned how to restrict himself. He going to fall for it and he going to wind up eating it. See how the law worked for him? He was hungry. He told you about 2 drinks they gave him. They gave him the sour wine and they also gave him gall, vinegar. And you ain't going to believe what they had in it. They had the dirt from the earth, would have had rocks. That's the same thing he was just told about there, turn the stone into food. Don't make sense to eat rocks. See, a lot of times y'all don't realize how your enemy working, your adversary working to take you down. That's what they had to put in it. You got to remember they were building a tower. They needed mortar to do that. The poison food they gave him had rocks in it. Don't worry about it. But when he tasted it, he wouldn't drink that up. See, he suffered him the hunger. In humbling him, it set him up. He was prepared for that situation. What y'all guys in here do, you don't look at, he preparing you for a bigger situation than you finna faint for. Had he fainted here, he wouldn't have made it there. You can't restrict yourself when I tell you you're going to mess up when these people come to kill you, nigga. A lot of times y'all don't see that. You don't learn how to do without them. What you going to do when these people come here? The book told you you're going to take them all. You ain't going to believe what they're going to be able to do. Buy or sell. If you don't learn how to restrict yourself, now what you going to do when them people come along with that mall? So I got to put you in situations so you can be ready. The average of us in here, he already tried to show you you're going to set out for your family, for your kids, for your husband, for your wife, for your job, for your career status, for your degree. So he got to humble us down so he can show what's in our heart. Listen to this. Order y'all, 4 and 16. Y'all heard it before. Old information. Order y'all, 4 and 16. Listen.
And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat Yom and stood up for to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the Nabi Yeshayahu.
And what happened?
And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written, The Ruach of Yahuwah is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the Debar to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of Yahuwah.
Listen.
And he closed the book and gave it again to the minister, and sat down. And the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him.
Listen.
And he began to say unto them, This is this scripture fulfilled in your ears.
Listen.
And all bare him witness, and wondered at the gracious dabarim which proceeded out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And they said, Is not this Yosef's ben?
Yes.
And he said unto them, You will surely say unto me, this Marshali, Physician, heal thyself.
Listen.
Whatsoever we have heard done in Capernaum, do also here in thy country.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Verily I say unto you, no Nabah is accepted in his own country.
See that? So why y'all look at it when sometimes your family don't treat you right and people that dishonor you are people related to you or closer to you? He looked the same thing happened to him. Y'all act like sometimes y'all feel like you the only one. They want to see it. They said, listen, I want you to do the same thing in your country you were doing in Capernaum. He said, I can't do it though. They won't receive it. Huh? You're going to be without honor with your own people. They ain't going to respect you the same way other people going to do. He went out. See, you wonder why people treat you the way you treat your own people going to be the people come against you. Right where you sit going to be the people disrespect. Wife, husband, or sit there and mistreat and do each other, and you say and know each other. Other people respect you and care for you better. Same thing he tried to tell us. Come on.
But I tell you of Amat, many widows were in Yasharal in the Yamim of Eliyahu.
And what happened?
When Shamayim was shut up, Shalishi years and Shashi moons.
Y'all see that? For 3 years and 6 months? Tell them what happened.
When great famine was throughout all the land.
And great famine throughout all the land. And tell them what happened.
But unto none of them was Eliyahu sent.
That's what I'm talking about. One sent to none of them. Listen.
Save unto Sarepta, a city of Sidon, unto an Ashah that was a widow.
Come on.
And many lepers were in Yasharal in the time of Eliyahu the prophet, the Nabah.
Yeah.
And none of them that was cleansed, saving Naaman the Syrian.
That's right. Here you go.
And all they in the synagogue, when they heard these things, were filled with wrath, and rose up and thrust him out of the city, and led him unto the brow of the hill whereon their city was built.
Hold on, what happened now?
And rose up and thrust him out of the city, and led him unto the brow of the hill whereon their city was built, that they might cast him down headlong.
At the book of Matthew 27, I put 35, back up about 33. But what happened? Give me again what happened, Brandon. Finish that up.
And rose up and thrust him out of the city, and led him unto the brow of the hill whereon their city was built, that they might cast him down headlong.
What happened?
But he, passing through the midst of them, went his way, and came down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee.
What did he do again?
But he, passing through the midst of them, went his way, and came down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee, and taught them on the Shabbat Yom.
That's beautiful. Let's see what happened over here at the book of Matthew 27:33. We'll go back to that Matthew 2, chapter 4. Listen.
And when they were come unto a place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull, they gave him vinegar to drink, mingled with gall, and when he had tasted thereof, he would not drink. And they crucified him, and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Nabah, they parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots.
Yeah.
And sitting down, they washed him there, and set up over his head his accusation written, This is Yahusha, the Malach of the Yahudim.
Listen.
Then,
the reason why we went here and we looked at this was because the fact I wanted to show you something. After he got through preaching and teaching, showing the people exactly what he came to do, no sooner that the people took him to the very top of the place where the city was set to throw him off of it. This one his first time going up. So when he was led up this time, he had already seen what Yahuwah could do and caused them to escape right out of their hand. But here goes a situation here, you don't escape it. So when you cried and you called, you seen in time past before he delivered you, he fixed it for you. But now you see, now you got to go through. This is when your confidence got to be in Yahuwah. See, everything that you see he gone through, and I tell you that, and the reason why we went through this to kind of consider, all these people had experience. Your book told you that. Huh? You got to have experience. He's already had experience with starving and going without. He's already had experience with people taking him to a high top and trying to kill him. The book taught us in the book of Shaphatim in chapter 2 about verse, everywhere he went out, the hand of Yahuwah was against him. He was used to people always trying to kill him. People keep thinking if you get this, you get saved, you get right, then nobody's going to mess with you. People going to mess with you the more because of the fact you've escaped them. Get out of your mindset that things going to get better with people. Things don't get better with people. People want you in the same condition with them. That's the whole purpose of the devil coming trying to get him to do what he did. He's already fallen. He's already been cut off. He's already lost his estate. So what he's going to do, he wants you to be with him. The old people that try to influence you and pull you down are trying to put you in the same condition they in. And you got to get your mindset to look at, you got to get experience to realize this has happened before. I just got to trust Yahuwah. If he don't answer me now, it's not because he's not hearing me. I just got to show, and he's trying me to show me what's in my heart, whether or not I love him or not. But the average of us have sold out so you can try to be with these people. And the people you're trying to get with ain't in no better shape than you. These people just sit around, he got these people reserved until the day of judgment that he's going to damn them, condemn them. Why are you trying to please these people? The book teaches if we yet please men, we should not be the servants of the Mashiach. You got to get in your mind whether you're going to believe or not. I know y'all can't take them. I've seen enough of y'all going to sleep. This ain't what y'all want to hear. But this is what you need to know. You need to know it because the average of you fail too much. The average of you don't know why stuff or why you're going through stuff. It's because you don't know it. See, when you get to a state that you knowing, you can learn to accept. I, for years, have wondered what statements they make like, I don't get how you can be content when something is not the way you want it. It's when you can learn that what I want ain't his will. I'll accept that. That's how you learn. I heard it for years. I learned it don't make sense. I'm not content if I don't have what I want. If I'm hot and I want to be cooler, I'm not content because I'm hot. But he's saying whatsoever state I'm in, I learned to deal with be content. So we've got to learn that. The only way we're going to learn it, we got to be taught it. And then look at the benefit. Did it pay off his suffering? Did it pay off his dying? Did it pay off when the people hated him? Then you got to have confidence to realize when people doing things against you, if you stand the way they stood, it's got to pay off. It's got to work out for your good. Don't let people manipulate you and get you off and tell you what's not going to happen. Don't believe this. Don't believe it. Tell me what you're going to believe. What you're going to believe is going to be hope for you. What you're going to believe that's been tested and proven. Give me something. Somebody give me something. I'm open. Give me something that I can trust, I can believe that's been tested and proven, and not this. Anybody got it? What you willing to risk your life on? What you willing to die and go in the casket with? What you willing to be in a cruel grave with? Huh? Everybody here, what you willing to die with? Because you ain't going to believe this. What you going to believe? Huh? What's going to give you consolation? What's going to give you reservation? What's going to give you hope? Tell me what you're going to use. Give me something. Some of y'all in here know something you don't want to say. You think people are going to look at you funny. I won't look at you funny. Just give me something been proven. Give me something been proven. I know. It's easy to get down. How we know it? How you know anything? How you even know you him? Take your stupidity to another level. How you know you ain't on crack? How you know your head ain't your ass? Because I smell it coming out. See, when you start taking these scenarios of what ain't, let's take it to the third power. Now, what are you going to believe? Everybody here, what are you going to believe? What's your hope in? If somebody got something better than what he got, if somebody got something that's been tested and proven, I'll take it. But if you ain't, I'm going to stay with this. That's good. I did. Yes, I do. On the last night I did. That's right. On the last thing I put the H8 because it when you do the olive. Hold on for a minute. The olive. Olive. The shun. The ha. Actually, when testing it, when I did it, you can actually find it. Sometimes our words, you can't find it. It's how I found it in the Hebrew. In the Hebrew, you can actually find it spelled that way. A lot of times you have to watch it. When we're doing this, y'all, and we're transitioning our writing over, the biggest part that we have to deal with, I'm dealing with, is when we translate it over, when are you using certain letterage or writing when you're translating it over from the ancient is one thing. The ancient is what it is. Ain't no creating nothing. The ancient is what it is. It's when you're putting it out in the English. Y'all got me? So sometimes I test the word to see where I can find the word at. You can find this. This you won't find. Not meaning this is not right. It's just sometimes our stuff, you got to test it and play with it and find how can you find our word written. Y'all got me? Hello? Yes, sir. I was just final forming for now. We'll play it. We'll just go here with a shah. We'll just go with it for now until we get it figured. On the enunciation, sometime on it, we're still playing with it. Once we get you on the ancient, you'll see the ancient is written what it is. You can't play with the ancient. The ancient is what it is. But we had to translate over to English so we can kind of get how it sounds and how to actually come out and how we'll write it. Y'all got me? So a lot of time we're doing this again, you're looking at phonics spelling because when you write it out, it's actually going to be olive, shun, hey. Y'all got it? So you start doing it, you kind of phonics spelling. You kind of phonically spelling it. Y'all got it? So, okay. So as dealing with some of our writing, when I do it or we translate over, it's trying to find it. So you're trying to make sure when you write it out that that's how to come out. Because sometimes when you're writing our stuff out, like I said, you'll see how sometimes people will spell stuff or words we've been given before, but when you go back and look in the ancient, stuff is not there. It's trying to figure out exactly how do you come up with it. Sometimes you'll spell something like, I'm trying to use something. Trying to think of a word that we would do. Sometimes you'll find some word they'll use, just use like muhadi. Some of us spell a little different. I did. I'll bring it over from the ancient the way it is in the ancient. Sometimes people add in lettering. I'm trying to figure exactly how did you come up with it. And a lot is going to be people saying, well, that's how I did it. You know, it's kind of annoying. I don't know how you come up with annoying. I can see that's what the ancient is. Now you translate it, you're saying you phonetically spelling it like that. And sometimes people will add a U. They'll add the they'll add the oo, and the oo is not there. Y'all got me? They'll just, well, when you write it, this is how you would write it, and this not there, and I'm trying to figure exactly how did you come up with it if it's not there in the ancient. Y'all got me? When I put muhadi, there's the oo is there. I'm not making up to me saying, I feel like it should be muhad. No, the oo is there. Y'all got me? I'm writing that's what's there. I ain't trying to create nothing that's not there. Y'all got me? Now, although I did in the first form with the hey, the final form would make sense to probably put there. The Hebrew, if you put in the Hebrew and do it, the Hebrew would come up like this in the first form. So leave me room. I want to leave room. This is how you're going to find in the ancient. That you ain't going to be able to tamper with. When you start phonetically doing things, that becomes an issue. You got what I'm saying? But you want to be clear to say some things we're doing, these are funny because you don't actually have this. Y'all got me? You're translating from in the ancient, you're going to have that's it. That's the ancient. Aleph, Shin, Ha. Now you translate it over into English alphabets. Y'all got me? So it's a matter when you translating it over, you got the aleph. Now, you wouldn't write it Aleph. Now, see, that's another thing when you're writing. Now, when you're writing and you're coming over, since you have the aleph, sometimes you'll spell some word A-L and start it off. So you got to know, no, I'm not doing A-L. I'm just doing the A-Aleph for the aleph. And then I'm doing the shun. Now, the shun is here. So how do you know not to put the N? Because you're saying it's aleph shun. So how is it not A-L or just the whole aleph? I'm just giving you a scenario when you're writing, so you got to see kind of what we have to deal with. Now, you translating over aleph shun hey. So you got to know not to write A-L-S-H-A-N. You see what I'm saying? Then you got the hey, H-A, or you final form or first form. So y'all can see how much work you got to put in. And not just assume. You said, because now you got to tell me what you're using. How much of the olive are you using? Y'all see why I said when you're doing it, you got to, you see what I'm saying? You just can't assume and just take off. Or I'm going to spell it like this. Al-Shanha. Exactly. So now when you're translating over, you got to know exactly how much you're using. Because I just wrote the whole thing out, what they were saying in English from the ancient. Aleph Shanha. Y'all kind of got an idea now? So now this is what we have to do when we come up and we start giving y'all stuff. We got to look, you got to play with it. You got to, when I'm saying play with it, not, but you got to put together, okay, how is it coming out? Y'all got me? So it's work. You got everybody doing it, and then everybody saying what they say and what they like, pretty much a lot of these guys saying. We're not trying to say what we say or what we like. We're trying to make sure we put it out to you. This is how you're going to phonetically spell it if you're going to use English lettering. But this is actually the ancient. Y'all got it? All right. So it's more work than what people think, huh? So you think about going through the whole book doing that. That's a lot of work. Not to mention, first thing we got to fix, sin. Y'all see what all you got to do? So we got to get to a point where y'all going to go through and learn your alphabet. You got to learn it. Y'all got to learn in the ancient. Then when you start to look, when we start to show you the writing in the ancient, you'll be able to see it for yourself. Just like I showed you, those are the ancient letters. So now when I write it out in the English, you can see you can't play with it. This is what it is. I can't go right. If this is the ancient, for just saying what we say for a singular woman, Shun, Aleph, Shun, hey, final form. What's the problem? No ooh. Exactly. The ooh would be where I got it. That would mean you had to find this here. That would be the ooh. See, this is what we got with a lot of people. People start creating. Now, if you're saying, if it sounds like a ooh there, and you're phonetically writing it saying, I'm phonetically writing it this way, but there's no ooh, you need to make sure you clear that up. Because otherwise now you're starting to add. Y'all got what I'm saying? Because this is the sign for the ooh. That's similar to the ooh. Now, if I'm going to write this, I'm saying, well, I'm doing it for enunciation. I want to be clear. There is no ooh. Y'all got what I'm saying? And this is what we got with a lot of time people writing. They're just creating, throwing stuff in here. Y'all got me? Just showing you. Now, just like the gentleman that taught us Musha would be spelled this way, which if you look at the ancient is not, because you're going to have an H at the end of it. Which means now you're going to write Mem, which would be Mem, Shun. Ha. So you're going to do mem. But remember, the mem is M-Y-M. Y'all got me? So now you're writing it, you're going to have mem, shun, ha. Musha. Final form, hey. The shun. See, enunciation here, they're going to go mem. M-A, not M-Y. So you see how much playing you got to do with this? You got to do so much working with to figure why you're not using the Y and you're using the A. Y'all got an idea now what I'm talking about? You have to play with stuff to figure how to come. Now, why he wouldn't use the A, I don't know. He just said it don't sound, but he hear musha, musha. You hear the final form of the hey. Well, it's there. Now, some of them will write that, and they'll come back and put another one. Musha. That's what it is to me. But that ain't here. So it don't matter what it is to you, it's what's here. Y'all got me? I don't care what it is to you. This is why I'm telling y'all when we go back, when y'all start to look, we'll be dealing with the ancients so you can see how did you get it. You get it. Now I got an extra ha. Where did you get it from? See, it's one of them things kind of like four corner rules. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of got to know. You know, you ain't kind of just got to know. It's got to line up. Y'all got me? So the difference with the ancient versus a lot of stuff people doing, it's going to eliminate a whole lot of people just kind of practicing. Now, enunciation, you got to work on my we'll get. I want to make sure y'all got a grasp of the concept of not sinning, and we'll get to that, and we'll perfect it. So give room. First room I need to do is get all the sin out. We'll get to this language, but I just want y'all to know when we write, you'll learn to look at the ancient, the mem, the shun, the ha. Y'all got me? Which is the at the end. Musha, See that? The final form of the hey. So you'll be able to recognize it when you see it in the ancient. You'll look for the mem, you'll look for the shin, you're gonna look for the hey. Y'all got me? Now sometimes in it, it could have, just say hypothetically, shin, olive, because I'm not right, I'm going because they're English way now. Shin. Then I would know M-A. The mem, the olive, the shin, and the ha. Sometimes you'll get the olive, so you'll know it'll be M-A-S-H-A-H. Well, not A, I'm sorry. M-A-M-A-S-H-A-H. Y'all got it? It makes sense? How many of y'all don't get it? Okay, good. 2 people, okay. Our alphabet, when you're writing, you don't have to write out the complete word for the sound. So we know the mem, M-Y-M, mem, right? So this is how the mem would look in the ancient. So I find the mem here. I'm going to find the aleph, which is A-L-A. Y'all see the letters. Y'all see how to read it. Then you're going to see the shun. Then you're going to see the ha. Got me? So now when I'm writing, which I actually go from this direction. Remember, we're going left, right. We look at it wouldn't actually go this. I'm doing left, right, because that's what you know. So we had to come back around. It's actually going to be reversed around the other way. So when I'm writing, I already know mem. I'm not going to write M-A-Y-A because I know the name. Y'all got me? So when I write it, I'm going to write the M, which is it's still for the mem. The mem hadn't changed. It's still the mem. Y'all got me? The aleph, the shun. I'm not going to use the N because I got the ha, and I already know it's the final form. So it's going to cover me here. I don't have to put double A. Y'all got me? Musha. So when I see it in the ancient, I already know the name anyway. That's how I know how this is actually going to be written. So this is a little easier. Now, I can't remember if the olive is, I don't even think the olive is there, but I know the name. So it's going to be Musha. It might not necessarily be the olive there. I just used an example. This would definitely let me know that the A is there. Y'all got me? So some of it we know, Some of it is learning the technique of it when you're translating. Y'all got me? So what happens is you guys are going to learn the ancient alphabet. So I know this is a mem. I know this shouldn't be no Z for the Zen. So I already know I'm starting with a mem. Then if it was here, I know it's an aleph. Y'all got me? So I already know I got me an M-A already I'm starting off. And I got a shun, S-H. Sometimes the shun can just use the S-H. It might not use the A, depending on what you're spelling. Y'all got me? Don't blow your minds, but just kind of talk with you guys, just kind of get y'all a little concept of what we have to do. It's a lot of work. It's a lot because you got to test it and make sure it's coming out and that it's right. Y'all got me? Once we get more into it and we'll start to deal with that, you guys will get a better concept of what I'm talking about. You'll get it. It'll look, how many of y'all think it look hard? It is, but you'll get it. If I got it, you'll get it. When I get through, you'll be like 5th grade. You might get kept back, but, I mean, stuff happens. Everybody good? All right. That's good. Thank you, Hood. Thank you, Hood. Thank you, Hood. I want y'all to make sure y'all start focusing. Y'all are focused if I told y'all something you didn't know, huh? I just told you something you didn't know, but I don't know how you didn't know it. Talk to you about not committing sin. Not let people, you good? Good, man. Lusting? Wait that down. I thought Joker just fornicated with my money or something. He desired it so much. Isn't that right? It wasn't, yeah, I didn't think it was. He just told me, I couldn't remember if it was, but I was just using an example. You're right, I was using an example. And see, that's the stuff you got to know when you write it, not M-Y-S-H-A-N. So it's just, you got to do a lot of going through, testing, pulling it out, then saying, bam, there it is. So don't assume it's just something you're just going through, you just looking at it, you saying, okay, here go a word. Okay, here go a word. No, we got to make sure when we do it that the word tests out. Y'all got it? I need an envelope. Y'all good? Oh, thank you. Well, we got to stand, folks. I decided stand, even though I may lose some of my friends.
Stand.
Whoa, I'd rather. I better find something else quick, ain't it?
Then in hell.
I mean, we already know that's you, Dwight. Nobody can sound that horrible. It's hard to sound that horrible by accident, isn't it? No, that's all right. I will try in the vine again. Let us abide in the vine. Let us abide in the vine. You can make it. You can make it. Except we abide in the vine. Let us abide in the vine. Let us abide in the vine. You can make it. You can make it. Except we abide in the vine. There is love. There is love. In the, there is love in the vine. I can't hear y'all. You can make it. I can't hear y'all. Can't make it except we abide in the vine. There is peace. There is peace. Woo! And, there is peace in the vine. Oh, y'all sound bad. Can you make, tell them you can't make it? Can't make it. Come on, Jesse. Come on, son, sing. In the vine. There's hope. Oh, well. There is hope in the vine. You can't make it. cannot make it on your own. Be abide in the vine. Let us abide. Let us abide in abide in the vine. Y'all, you know we can't make it. You can. Why even try? You can't make it except be abide in the vine. There is hope. There is hope. Hope in the vine. Come on, y'all, we gotta get in the vine. Can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide in the vine. There is peace. Peace. Peace in the vine. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide in the vine. There is love. There is love. In love in the vine. If you need some love, cause you can't make it. You can't make it. Except be. Break them down. Let me hear them. Let us abide. I can't hear y'all. Abide in the vine. Come on, y'all. We can't make it. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide in the vine. There is hope. There is hope. Hope in the vine. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide in the vine. There is peace. There is peace. Peace. You gotta believe it if nobody else believe it. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide. There is faith. There is faith. It's faith in the mind. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide. There is grace. There is grace. There is grace in the vine. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide. Let's go. Let us abide. Let us abide. Abide in the vine. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide in the vine. Let us abide. Let us abide. Let us abide in the vine. You can't make it. You can't make it. Except be abide in the vine. Hopefully, everybody has something to consider today. Make a change. And so we coming up on the first of our year here soon. What, Monday? What they call Monday night? Will it be Kodash Moon? This Monday or next Monday? Oh, the 27th. Okay, we won't be long. We coming up on another year for us, y'all. We got to make sure we got this thing right. We don't want to be stumbling, bumbling around and trying to confess and trying to get nothing right. The day is the day of salvation. Whatever you ain't got right, you need to have right for that man get back. Everybody here. Get your heart right. Get your mind settled. Make sure your soul is anchored in Yahuwah, because there's a storm out on the ocean. If y'all ain't heard the weathercast, it's moving this way. If your soul not anchored in Yahuwah, you're going to surely drift away. Everybody here, make sure you anchor. So now I've loved them that are out. Well, we got Rhonda, Gabby, CL, he's down. I heard he's pretty sick. Hope you feel better. We miss you. We're missing some more of them, too. Is Faith missing? Oh, Faith right there. Kevin missing. Kevin here. Bunky missing. Grace missing. Lisa, did you leave a coat or jacket, anything at home? Nothing? A towel? Wait up for towel at home. So keep the towel lifted up. Who else? I missed somebody else, too. Who? Oh, yeah, just Chantel. Ain't that right? A little fat man. That joke's just a ball of humor. You know your son is like a ball of humor. He huge. Sarah. Riley like that, don't he? I said, he ain't juggernaut. Sit down, Riley. We got to work on it. Sarah, hope you feel better. Oh, yeah, Danielle. Who we got? Courtney sick? Hope you feel better, too. Both of them sick or just Courtney? Okay, just her and Courtney. And Jay, hope they feel better. Justin, he said he got 2 sick. Hope they feel better, too. Oh, yeah, Heloisa. How's she coming on? Yeah, Winston and Heloisa. Yeah, he at home with her. They said she's due in 2 weeks. Probably a little less. Definitely keep her posted. Let us know. Hope you feel better. Get you some rest and stay off your feet. Them feet will swell up. Ain't that right? Them pregnant, they know them feet will swell up on you. Try to stay down. Winston, if you're not a cook or something. Do Winston not a cook? Who you doing? Oh, they say that's good. They said Winston know how to cook takeout. That's all right. Well, cook us some takeout. Isn't that right? So who else? Also, how many of y'all went on ahead and got y'all food transgression out? Moses, you got yours out? The whole piece? Who did you eat? How about somebody left here on Wednesday night? Sooner than me were over. During that rant, can y'all believe that somebody in this room, as soon as they left here, it was almost 11 o'clock, they shot all the way downtown and managed to get them the food train. Who could do that in here? No sooner than we were done, they shot. They don't live nowhere near downtown. Now, Miko innocent this time, Miko standing. You standing, Miko, ain't it? Huh? Ain't no sin. I ain't saying no sin. Did you already ate yours? The pizza. I just asked you. Huh? You ain't answer? You standing. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, he ain't eating no pork. That's what he said. Hold on, yeah. Y'all hear that? Miko say he's standing. He ain't eating no pork, no shellfish, no crab leg. What else? Nothing that's unclean. No pork, no shellfish. No, these are the same stuff I eat. You see me at Krispy Kreme? It said for Christmas. Wow, that's it. Wow, he got me then. But somebody went straight down there. Nobody don't know who went. I know too. I just want to sit around the room. Anybody think they know? Breezy. No, I wasn't Breezy. Breezy said he gonna wear his up on a bag of pork rind. He had a 99 bag set of pork rind with a stick on there and said, this one I'm gonna throw mine away now. Y'all be careful, don't bust y'all hard. Any announcement before we go? I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Yoshua. Tuesday, Chelsea birthday. All right, there, sweetie. Who else we got? Also, Ernie got that new hairdo. Ernie! Big Ern, that's all right. That's all right. You like another human being. I didn't know that was you up on that mushroom. I thought he was a visitor. That's all right. That's all right, like another human being, don't it? That's all right there, Ern. I see him over there. Anybody? What happened? No. Yes, sir. Oh, Solomon gonna have, when is Solomon's funeral? He ain't got no now. When is Solomon's funeral? When is his funeral? When is his funeral, Yoshi? Yoshi, when is Solomon's funeral? When is Solomon's funeral? Soon as it's over. So y'all would try to send y'all condolences to Waju and them, because the day of the funeral will be after service. Everybody all right? All hearts and mind clear? Let us pray. Eternal Kodash Haba, we thank you again for all of your goodness, your eternal mercy, for allowing us to be here to consider, praying and hoping that something was said and uttered that would prick the hearts of all of us here and those watching in to make a change and transformation for us everlasting too late. Looking for you to give us the solace and the contentment of your dabarim, that we don't go seeking and lurking out into the world looking for consolation. Ask you to heal our mortal bodies. First of all, our internal ruach man, that we might live a life that's clean and sadak in your sight, remembering Abraham, Yasakut, and Yaakov, the Yahudim, Yashral, and the way of your assembly. Ask you to be merciful and kind to us, to blot out all our sins and our transgression, instructing us in the way of eternal life. Ask you to remember Jerusalem, our homeland, your Shemaim and all your hosts, to Baraka, and ask you to Baraka all of your Malaki, your Raha, your Kohan, your Nabar in every place. Strengthen our hands, our information, our love, our fear, admiration for you, to care, to be concerned, and to teach and instruct, and not to leave and forsake your people. Asking you to be with the married, the single, the separated, those going through the storms of life, those on the edge of despair, those in the midst of doubt, those that are struggling internally and externally with the cares and the riches of this world. Asking you to remember the children, the babes, those that's gone astray, and those taken from us. Remember those that job lost behind prison walls, sick and afflicted, bereaved, and war-stricken country, that you would consolate their hearts and minds. Allow us to continue to stand in the midst of adversity, trusting you, knowing that the king's heart, knowing that every decision is determined by you. Let us accept your perfect will to not deny your name, but believe you wholeheartedly. Thank you for those that's in attendance here, those that were not able to make it touch their heart, those that are struggling and on the edge of quitting and stopping, asking you to stop their hearts and mind and consider before it's everlasting too late. Remember those watching in, those that support, those we pray for and commit to your trust. Those ask us to pray with them and for them, that you govern their hearts and minds, strengthen them, give them their hearts inside. Be with them and be their protection. Be their guide to grant them a raha and a congregation after your own heart. And when we've done all we can do on this side, we pray you give us a home in your eternal kingdom, where we can forever see your face and halal your name more better. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach we pray. Let us all say, Amen. Love you, love you, love you. Come home. Come home. Love you. All right, make sure y'all get your stuff, get cleaned up. I do want to make sure y'all get on point. Get on point with your living. Everybody quit looking for reason to quit and make excuses. Get on point. Y'all got me? All right, some of y'all be meeting with y'all a little bit later. I'm going to get with those ministers. I want to eat and get with them.